there's like 52 different scenarios, and they're all like really different. So sometimes you're all like trying to achieve an objective. Sometimes it's like two versus two. Sometimes it's like one versus five. It's super fun. It's called Betrayal at House on Haunted Hill, and I started. Oh, I haven't played that one. I haven't played Aliens yet. Yeah, I think that's my mom. Hi, mom. What's up? I got my mom on live. Yeah, I feel like when I played this game, it was like with my ex-boyfriend when I was like 19 or 20. And hi, mommy. And we like picked it up randomly from like a toy store, and then we like loved it so much that we got all of our friends and family into it. So now like everyone in my family has a copy. Like I have a copy, my brother has a copy, my mom has a copy, my cousins have a copy, a bunch of my friends have a copy because I hang out with like a bunch of people that like board games as well. So that's my favorite one. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I so this is what my hair looks like now. I will be shaving my head very soon. It's fine. Whoever's not here, they're just missing like, they're missing free entertainment. How often do you see a girl shave her head live on live stream, you know? It's fine. But my hair like is it's shaved on the side already. You can see. It's a little bit grown out. But I basically like wanted to like shave my head because I was honestly I'm just kind of like my hair is like really fried. I do a lot of shit to it. I've been blonde this year. I've been bright neon yellow. I've been purple, and my head's just tired. And I don't like attaching my femininity to something like hair because it just like it's whatever. I've been way too attached to it. I've been very vain about my hair over the past couple years, so I'm trying to like strip myself of a little bit of that vanity. It's definitely not for altruistic reasons. I'm not like donating it because I don't think anyone wants my fried ass hair. Like, I don't think anybody wants that. But yeah, I'm just like I think I would look like a badass. Honestly, like I've been just like seeing a bunch of like badass chicks on Instagram and stuff like doing their thing with their shaved head, and they look fucking badass. So I kind of want to do it. So oh, I have another 15ish from Periscope. I don't even know how to see those stats. This is how uninformed I am about my own stream. I don't even know. I don't even know. I wasn't sure who was going to show up, so I'm just like kind of talking into the void. But if y'all have any more questions, I could answer them. But I do have the clippers. They're right here. Like I'm legit doing this. I'm legit doing it. I'm just waiting a little bit because people are late. These are the clippers. They're at number 2. Cross posting. My dudes and dudettes. Turn my bit setting on. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what bit setting is. I have like I said, I'm still fucking figuring this shit out. It took me 4 hours to set up this. Okay? It took me 4 fucking hours. Is all I'm saying. Am I coming in slow? Oh wait, I forgot to play my music. I'm going to play my music really low. If it's too loud, just let me know. It's violent. It's violent as fuck. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't. Okay, hang on. Let me see. To enable cheering as a Twitch partner, navigate to the partner settings tab of the dashboard. Let me go to my dash. Yes. See, I don't even know where that is. Partner settings. Oh. Ugh, I hate this. Okay. Oh my god. Are you going to really make me read this? Fuck me. Scroll down halfway. Hey, have you ever wanted to watch a boomer 31-year-old just like struggle her way through stream? But also, it's ominous. Okay, cheer section. Da 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 da. Oh my god, fuck me. I don't even know. I'm in the wrong area now. I hate this. Do I go to settings? Channels and videos? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to fuck with it. Chloe Kravitz. What? I'm not a partner. It's inside the computer. What? Fuck it. I'll figure it out next time. Okay. The fact that I have this setup that I have is a fucking miracle. Thank you. Thank you. Just use Venmo. Sci-Fi Babe 69. It's real easy to remember. Oh, also I have a PayPal donate button actually. Even though I hate PayPal, it's on my profile. There is a donate button. You can do it live. And it's to provide me a better webcam. Because this webcam was a gift and I love it because it's better than my computer webcam, but it's really bad. Let me answer another question and then I will start prepping myself for surgery. All-time favorite game. I don't know if they like across all platforms, physical and digital. That's a tough one. Oh, my favorite game ever of all time, which I still like feel like really sad that my N64 got stolen when I was like 19, is Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's the best. It was for N64 and it wasn't like the actual like regular gameplay. It was it was the multiplayer. The multiplayer on Conker's Bad Fur Day was badass. There were so many different things you could do in multiplayer. You could play as a teddy bear or a squirrel. Um, there was like a mode where you could like defend the beach. There was a mode where you're playing as like a velociraptor. Does anyone else even remember what I'm talking about, or does this sound like Looney Tunes? Conker's Bad Fur Day. Look it up. It's amazing. Well, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like if you were a 90s kid, it's like you have to be there kind of. It's almost like ASMR. But yeah, it was one of those games that was just like, yeah, the World War II German beachhead maps where you're playing a teddy bear versus a squirrel. So that was like, yeah, that was my siblings and cousins and I would get ridiculously competitive about it. I'm a very sore loser, by the way. I know that about myself. My siblings know this about me. My parents know. When I lose against someone in real, like I do not take it well, and I'm working on that. I'm working on that. I've been going to therapy a lot, and I feel like I'm getting better. So yeah, but yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Look it up in N64. If you have an N64, oh, by the way, the game is like every time I see it in store at like GameStop or whatever, the game goes for like $90, $120. It's stupid expensive now. Because it's like kind of rare and it's just like a super fun game. All right. So let me just let me take down my hair. I don't know how to actually shave my head because I've never shaved my entire head before. Like, this is the most I've done is a mohawk. I've had it all the way down on both sides. But this shaving my head is the final frontier of haircuts for me. It's pretty much the only haircut I haven't had since I was a baby. This is how long my hair is now. It's pretty fucking long. Yeah. But it's been this long for 2 years. And it's like at some point you have to just be like, it's not growing anymore, right? I don't want to be like, I don't want to be like in my 40s still trying to grow my fucking hair out. I think I'm just going to give up now and I'm just going to like lean in to being like badass and bald and like cool as fuck, you know? Or I could get one of those like Padawan like I should like have like one of those little Padawan tails, right? Should I just keep a Padawan tail? I'm not even a really big Star Wars fan. I feel like that's just inviting Star Wars fans into my life, and I just don't know if I need that right now. Yeah, I don't like sand either. All right, you guys are very quiet, but that's okay. I'm gonna answer one more question. My hair is down. I'm drinking. Let's see. Ah, who is the worst person in left-wing politics? Fuck. Worst person in left-wing politics. I don't know that there's like a worst person. And especially left-wing politics. Like, does that mean like the commentariat? Does that mean like an actual politician? Does that mean like what does that mean? Or like does that mean like or like an left-wing like organizer at a certain level? I don't know. The entire spectrum. Oh, he's not the left. He is so center right. It's Mike Tracy. You're right. It's actually Mike Tracy. What a stupid. Yeah, like when you like you hear like you someone asks you a question and you're like, oh fuck, I don't know how to answer that because it's like Family Feud. I'm put on the spot. I have no idea. But there's just so many shitty ones that it's hard to like pinpoint them out. But yeah, I'd say Mike Tracy is the worst because he has devolved from like just kind of like a reasonable like left-leaning liberal to just like a horrible like hateful troll. And truthfully, seeing him get bullied in Portland was fucking great. People should bully him more often. Satire parody. um and I just I can't stand. I mean, he saw the money, and he saw where the money was leading, and he saw that he couldn't make money in leftist circles, like the way Chapo and like Red Scare and like TrueAnon were making money. So he grifted to the right, and like I get it, whatever. I'm not gonna say more power to you because he fucking sucks. But it's like it seems like a natural trajectory for someone who really didn't have very high stakes in the fight to begin with. So I didn't really consider him like part of the left, but also I don't really pay attention to that much. The only reason I'm even aware of this fucking person is because of Twitter and because listening to Chapo and stuff like that. So I just a really slimy, awful, unlikable human being. And if I ever saw him, I'd probably like throw up right in his face. Anyway, that's my measured response to Mike Tracy. All right. Oh, by the way, I have a Patreon now. I'm just gonna put it in the chat because I forgot to set this up. I have a Patreon. It went live today. There is one video on it. It's the welcome video, but I have a lot of scheduled posts lined up for the rest of the week. It's really cool. It's basically just like the place I'm putting all of my shit I've done over the years. Because it's kind of scattered. I'm trying to put it all on my website, but it's not the best place to view that stuff. It's really disjointed. Patreon's just a better way to like kind of keep track of what's going on with me. And like I've also just from collecting stuff for my Patreon have unearthed like a shitload of cool things I did and forgot about, or like got really self-conscious of like later. So like there's like podcast episodes that I like took down that were like really funny. And there's like a bunch of pictures and other podcast appearances and sketches I've been in. And it's like it's easy to like Google all this shit, but like it's actually like meaningful to me for y'all to subscribe and like just kind of like show me like, hey, like I'm interested in what the fuck you're doing. It's like the lowest tier is like $3. It's not a big commitment or whatever. It's basically if you want to keep up with what I'm doing and help support like whatever I'm doing in the future. I will be doing a podcast in the future, and it's going to be with Not Safe Media, and they're fucking cool as hell, and they're trying to do some big stuff with other leftists that are not in LA and New York. So cool. Got 10 viewers now. That's neat. All right. So yes, this is happening. If you're just tuning in, I am going to shave my head very soon. The clippers are right here. I should probably like move my chair back. I'll just do this for now. I'm now leaning on my knees. Ready. Oh, I'm so nervous. This is so well, apart from it being like really scary because I'm very attached to my hair. It's also just like I don't know, end of an era, you know? And also I don't know how to do this like in the mirror or whatever. I'm probably going to like turn to my mirror over here and do it, but I'll try to like view it as much as possible. Oh, let me turn my light on. Duh. Why was that not a thing? There we go. Oh, that's much better. Now y'all can see me. Okay, cool. That's the growth right there. And I put on makeup so that I wouldn't look like a thumb once I did it. All right, I think I'm going to start on like, I don't know what to start on, like the bottom or the top, or like, should I do one half? Should I do like one straight down the middle? Oh, God. Okay, let's do it straight down the middle. Why not? Like, just like one stripe. Like that. Yeah, I lose so much hair, and it's because my hair is been blonde for like 2.5 years, 3 years. So it's super over processed. I didn't have very thick hair to begin with, so it is like a disaster. So I'm gonna go straight down the middle since that was the first suggestion. This is gonna look so dumb, and you guys are the only ones. Y'all are the only ones that get to see this. This is very silly. Oh, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight down the middle. It's gonna be like a weird mullet, though. You guys ready? 90-degree angle. Wait, okay, right down the middle. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit and then I'm gonna stop. Wait, do I do this way? Oh, there's no going back now. Okay, right down the middle one more time. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna look like the fucking Toxic Avenger or something when I'm done. Oh my god. Oh, I know. Listen, I posted about this in the forums. I was like, if y'all want to see a free head shave video, this is your chance. This is the only time you can get any fetish shit from me for free, by the way. All right. This is really actually hard to do. So I'm going to look at my mirror really quick. I don't even think I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing it totally wrong. It's upside down. Oh my god. Here it goes. I'm like 100% sure I'm not doing it the right way. No, I'm doing it the right way. Oh yeah, Tank Girl cosplay. Yeah, but then I'd have to have it looking all weird and crazy for a little bit, and I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I mean I'm gonna wear a wig to work because they're not down with the shaved head. I mean they are, but you know we live in a patriarchal society that does not recognize feminine beauty outside of a certain set of standards. So I'm this is what I'm doing for now, you know. Yeah, the wigs are gonna be easier, and I have a lot of wigs, and I can show you. I can show you all of my wigs because they're pretty cool. Oh my god, there's a lot of hair on the ground. I'm gonna have to vacuum later. It's fine. Okay, this is almost looking like a good haircut. Um, I am kind of looking like the character, and yeah, I'm just gonna party like this. I think this is the wave. Yeah, yeah, a little bit on the back, you know. Uh, but I am like starting to look like that character in Rocky Horror. You know what I'm talking about? Just a little bit. I will definitely have to go over this again because I'm not doing a good job. Just gonna make up my ears. Yeah, I'm just gonna have Ben help me with this later. But it's looking all right. I don't know. Kind of into it. It's coming together. What's the oh? Oh, it feels so cool. Kind of like it. Kind of into it. Gross. I messed up my lipstick. Okay, let me try to get close to the camera. Oh shit. There it goes. What's up? This is stupid messy. I don't think it's actually set in like that I'm doing this. I think I'm gonna pause for a second. It already looks good because I look good no matter what, dude. You just gotta rock it. Like whatever stupid haircut you have, especially during quarantine, you just gotta rock that shit, you know? Yeah, what if I just left it like this? Like, I'm just gonna show up to work tomorrow like this, actually. Oh, I am a Legolas. I'm beautiful. This is kind of wild. Hell yeah. All right, let me drink some wine. I'm getting hair all up in my mouth. All right, let's keep going. This is a long process. Oh god, this part's gonna be kind of hard. Yeah, I'm about to be like all speed. You just watch me. Watch me outrun these cops. Yeah, I'm doing a really bad job because I'm trying to like over here. I know this is not like history in the making, but I feel like y'all that are here are privy to some very cool shit right now. Cause I've never done this before. I've never shaved my head, so this is kind of cool. Hi, Wancho. Very cool. Okay, let me pause really quick, and I'll answer another question while I'm doing this. Okay, there's a lot of political questions, but I'm going to skip those for now. The next question is, do you think Jesus would like Choco tacos more than regular tacos? Hmm. I think Jesus probably didn't indulge too much in sweets. I think sweets are probably considered decadent. And I think regular tacos would have been like the way to go, in my opinion. Wow. All right. Get some stuff here. Okay, I gotta get this side. You're not gonna be able to see it though. I'm probably gonna have a really silly line in my fucking hair because of where I parted it. That's okay. We'll just deal. Choco Taco. Psh, I don't know about that. Um, I just wanted to shave my head, and I was like, we live in a performative culture where everything needs to be shared, and I was trying to launch my Patreon, so I was like, maybe some people I know would be into this and be like, wow, she's shaving her head live. Maybe she'll do some other cool shit and post it on Patreon, which I will. I have a lot of cool shit going on. Um, lemon fish. Is it therapeutic? That's good. I feel like I've got a real fucking crust punk look right now. Like this is pretty hardcore. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. It's gonna be really confusing when I have this haircut, but I still talk like a valley girl. I think that'll be very spiritually confusing for people. As you can see, I'm doing a very sloppy job because webcams are not made for cutting hair. Oh, had to buzz a little bit too much there. All right, I'm gonna pause again because this is almost done. Do Boomer next. My cat? She's hiding in the closet right now. She's probably wondering what the fuck all this weird noise is. Okay, I'm going to show y'all. This is all the hair I had. This is all my hair. It's cool, right? Do it. Shave a bit more. That's how it starts. Yeah, I've got this sweet Padawan lock now. Like I almost want to keep it, but I kind of just want to go all the way. I don't know. What do you think? Should I keep this? I feel like it's not enough. It's not enough hair to be like consequential. Let me trim this up. All the way. All right. Yeah, it's too small to be a braid. Like it would be badass if I had like my hair down to my waist, and it's like, yeah, bitch, I cut everything off except for this fucking crazy braid. But it's so bad because my hair's so damaged. So we're doing it all. We're doing it all. I'm gonna turn and try to get this as much as possible. This is fucking wild. One hair, one long hair. I'm already gonna be finding hair like everywhere for the next 8 months anyway. Like, what's one more hair, right? So one of the reasons why I want to do this too is because I've got some badass head tattoos planned. I'm gonna do like a Polynesian tribal around my ear here, and possibly something along the other side, like right there. Haven't decided what though, but I will be streaming it. This is fun. I almost like don't want to stop because it's fun. I look like Sinead O'Connor. It's been 7 hours and 15 days. All right. I think I've got it. I think I've got it all. I'm probably gonna find some fucked up weird patch tomorrow, but I think for now I've got it. If you are another femme person considering doing this shit, do it because it feels fucking great. It feels amazing. Don't do it if you're very self conscious or like you have a job where you're not sure they'd be cool with it. Like, don't do it until you can get a wig. But like, I'll show you some of the wigs I have. Some of the wigs I have are pretty nice. They do the cheaper ones do need to be plucked a little bit more, but you can make a cheap wig look decent enough to wear every day. So you can have your freedom, your shaved head, which is what I did. I went out and I bought like a nice synthetic wig. I've got a couple nice ones, but oh, Danielle Stella lost to Ilan Omar. You don't say. Couldn't see that one coming. I forgot how her voice went. It was like Ilan Omar is a communist and rude and married her brother. Is that about it? Sounds about right from what I remember. All right, so here's the finished product. I'm sure that there's some weird patchy parts, maybe. in the back, but I won't know. Badass. Thank you, Moobly. Thank you. I feel amazing. I think I might actually go like one shorter, but I will do that off cam so that my boyfriend can help me. Fuck yeah. Oh man. Shit feels good. I gotta fix like the parts in my hair. You can see where my hair was just resting, but is this why guys do this? Is this ASMR? Thank you. Yeah, I usually actually I wear more makeup than this usually. I usually have my lashes and my, you know, my eyeliner and my contour. So once I have like a full face, I think it'll really pop. But yeah, that's it. That was that. Whoo! I am covered in hair. Let's look at the masterpiece. Okay. Next question I'm going to answer is, what was your first favorite band? Hmm. Music next time? Yeah. What was your first favorite band? Okay, my first favorite band was probably, if I'm trying to go back as early as possible, No Doubt. It was No Doubt for sure. I was obsessed with Gwen Stefani. Yeah, I was obsessed with Gwen Stefani, and everyone here that knows me definitely knows I was obsessed with her. Um, and Tragic Kingdom is still one of my favorite albums of all time. So I still stand those earlier No Doubt projects. These days, I don't really like Gwen's solo stuff as much. She's got some bangers. She's definitely more of a pop star now, but yeah, No Doubt was it for me. Tragic Kingdom was it for me. I like how it's like my family in the chat. It's like a family chat. I like that. Yeah, yeah. My family that is in the chat can attest to the fact that I played Tragic Kingdom over and over and over again. I think my mom tried to hide the CD from me at one point, and I got really mad. I think she would deny it. I think she'd deny it, but but I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was just kind of reminiscing about playing No Doubt in my room and dancing around and listening to it on repeat over and over and over. Yes, I did really like The Darkness too. Yeah, I was a cheeseball. I was a weirdo. I don't know. I liked a whole lot of weird shit. And I was actually just listening to The Darkness earlier today, like, because I am like regressing a little bit musically and just kind of going back to the things that make me comfortable. Um, but okay, I'm going to answer another question. Are you a cat person or a dog person or both? Well, I'd say I am a cat person, very strongly a cat person, but I don't hate dogs. It's just that dogs are more maintenance and they require more space. And I'm a person who's not lived. I'm a person who's not lived in like a place with a lot of space. So cats are kind of perfect for me. And I also usually have like 2 or 3 jobs. So I'm usually kind of busy. So I don't have time to like take care of a puppy, unfortunately. But I love dogs too. Yes, I did listen to him. Oh, everyone's just airing my dirty musical laundry right now. It's okay. I still listen to him. I fuck with him. Okay? His Infernal Majesty. I had their merch. A lot of it, actually. I had a comforter, even. Whatever, you know? Oh, okay. I don't even know this one because I do too many drugs. And I can't answer it because I don't have a good memory. So I'm gonna skip that one. Oh, here. Okay, I'll do a political one. Do you think that the Harrington strategy of reforming the Democratic Party from within is still valid for the left? Hmm. Okay. I didn't even realize that that kind of strategy had a name. But as far as reform, I don't think the Democratic Party can be reformed. I think maybe 30 years ago it could have been reformed. It could have been wrestled from neoliberals, but I think at this point I don't think there's a lot you can do more than just like damage control and maybe harm reduction depending on what race you're talking about. Because I feel like local elections are way different. And depending on where you are, they can be like incredibly important. And I know socialists are winning in local races and stuff like that. And so I don't want to ever say that one strategy or the other is more important. But like in my mind, if you want to work on electoral politics and if you want to do harm reduction, damage control, that kind of stuff, um, that's good. That's good. Someone has to do that work because in my opinion, even though it's not my cup of tea and it's not the area that I prefer to work in, I will never like put somebody down that wants to do that work because harm reduction is important. And it, and who am I to tell somebody like where their energy should lie, especially if you have expertise in that area. Like if you are not like a mutual aid grassroots person, but you are an electoral person and you're on our side and you're a socialist or a communist, um, have at it. Please do it because I don't fucking understand it. I think a lot of people are disenfranchised to the importance of it. And if you can bring some kind of if you can bring some kind of like brevity to it, then by all means like go for that. But I personally prefer direct action and mutual aid. And I think that that's kind of I think those two strategies together can be very powerful as long as we're working together. And yeah. So I'm not like, I'm very, it's in a sense, middle of the road about that issue. But anyway, I hope that answers that question. What are some other questions? Okay. I can't do all of these, but, oh, okay. Here's some towards the top. What's the most amount of money you've ever made in one day? How'd it happen? Okay, the most amount of money I've ever made in one day was when I was dancing during the Super Bowl. Not in the Super Bowl, but last year during the Super Bowl. And I was doing a double shift. So I worked 16 hours. And I truthfully, I know I could have made more because but after like hour 10, I was out. I was done. I was like, I can't physically, like wearing 6-inch heels will destroy your fucking feet. Spiritually, working for more than 10 hours will destroy your soul. Um, and I did not have any strong drugs to help me. So I worked for 16 hours and I made 2K. And that was the best day I've ever had. But I don't think that's as important as the easiest money I've ever made, which was the easiest money I've ever made was for literally like 10 seconds of work. And the easiest money I ever made was during Super Bowl. This guy like came up to me in the bar and was like, can you blow a raspberry on my tummy and then pat me on the back? And I said, that will be $60, sir. And he did. He gave it to me. So that was about like 5 seconds of work for $60. I don't know what the math on that is, but it was very gross. It was very gross. Um, but it was just his tummy. It's fine. I wiped it first, you know? It was a Super Bowl. People have done worse, okay? But think like do the math on that. I can't do it. Exactly. Do the math on that though. $60 for 5 seconds of worth. I'm basically the Jeff Bezos of strippers. Anyway, exactly. We've all done worse for free. This is what I'm telling people. I'm like, if you're gonna do crazy gross shit, like get paid for it, whatever. Anyway, it wasn't even that gross, really. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, 2K in one day. That was good. Okay. So another question from Brandon. Oh, okay. So this is a very DSA specific question. Democratic Socialists of America. What is uniquely good about DSA as an organization? So I think DSA, one of the really good things about it that might be like uniquely good on the left is it really is a hub for a lot of organizers. And you may not like directly organize with DSA, but like a lot of people like I can't really speak for other chapters. Here's the thing, because like other chapters are very like people are very different in different cities and different chapters, and our chapter is humongous. But the network of organizers we have in our chapter is like crazy. Like it's basically like it I would like to see people use it as a one-stop shop for like networking and doing more campaign-based work. And I think DSA is like uniquely situated to do that because we have access as, you know, a grassroots organization. We have access to more funds than a lot of other like baby organizations do. And like I think people should take advantage of that, and I think people should use it to network and use it to launch whatever campaign they have and use our resources to do these things and just like connect with people who are like-minded. Like, I don't think there's any other kind of mainstream organization where you will find the people that, you know, believe in housing as a human right, believe in food as a human right, believe in, you know, healthcare as a human right. I think that there's just not a lot of like organizations at our level. So we should be utilizing these resources and fucking connecting more, you know? What else? Okay. I say too much. I'm working on it. I hear it. Are there any books that changed who you are as a person? The I did it again. The That's funny. The embarrassment is temporary, $60 is forever. You're right. You're right. Especially if you put in a Bitcoin. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna go there. Oh, the book that changed my life. Right. The book that changed my life is definitely the Communist Manifesto. And I know that's a very basic, I know it's a very basic bitch book to like latch onto, but I read it when I was 16. I was young. I was already into punk music. Thank you. Oh, Amber Rose. Yeah, she's great. Thank you for the thank you for the compliment. Um, but yeah, like Communist Manifesto is obviously a big one for a lot of leftists. And I just really like latched onto those ideas, and I wanted to embody those things. And the older I get, the more, you know, committed to those ideas I have, that the working class should absolutely be in charge of its own destiny. And the wealth inequality in the world is absolutely appalling. And I would like to do everything in my power to change that. So that's kind of like where I'm at as far as like books that changed my life. I don't think any other book has really had as much impact as that one. I did want to suggest something for any like newer Marxists that are watching, or if you are kind of talking to someone who's interested in Marxism, this one is very good. I'm reading it right now. I got it at the store and I was like, oh, Marxism, cool. And it's like this little like graphic. It's almost like graphic novel style. Yeah, this is like it's very simplified ideas of Marxism, and it actually really helped me synthesize a lot of thoughts on it because I am not a theory person. The manga is always better. I am not a theory person, but I do know like why I'm a Marxist, and I do know why those ideas appeal to me. But this is a very good book for explaining these concepts for someone who like absolutely has no understanding of what it means. And it's very good if you're in a rhetorical argument with someone as well. I actually made a ton of notes because I was like, I found things in this book that were like, oh, I have heard this argument come up about communism, about the means of production and alienation and things like that. Um, and it also like talks about the like philosophies behind Marxism, like the influences. So like Foucault and oh god, I'm forgetting, but they talk a lot about Foucault. And this series, it's by, I don't know if it's all by the same author, Rupert Woodfin and Oscar Zarate, but they also have Introduction to Capitalism, Chaos, Critical Theory, Ethics, Feminism, Foucault, Fractals, Heidegger, Hinduism, Islam, Jung, linguistics, logic. So it's actually cool. I think I want to get like all the books because they're really, really informative. Let's see. What other questions? I don't even know what that Squidbillies reference is about. Okay. I think that was all the questions. Oh, okay. This one's another like kind of long-winded political one. What are the odds of Biden winning with no Senate, not seating any SCOTUS justices, starting an unpopular war, cutting SSI Medicare, doing nothing on COVID-19, getting wrecked in the 2022 midterms, leading the Democrats to total collapse by 2024, given all of the above? The chances are very high of that happening if Biden wins. I just don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win. I have a very hard time seeing people and it's not because of the reasons you think. Like it's not because of the left. It's bullshit. It's because they're doing absolutely nothing to capture disenfranchised voters. They're doing literally nothing about voter suppression. They're doing nothing about gentrification, or not gentrification, gerrymandering. They're not doing anything. Like the Democrats aren't doing shit about this. So I just don't see how they're Biden's like only a couple points ahead of Trump as the last polls I looked at. And I don't remember like the source of that, so don't quote me on it. But I haven't seen a significant difference in Biden and Trump's numbers. I think it's going to be super fucking close. But I just don't think that Biden's gonna win, and that's why I don't put a lot of faith in like the presidency or electoral politics, is because these fucking ghouls they've already proven they don't give a shit about what you want, like as a person. They don't give a shit. So it's up to us. It's up to us to provide the support, because when these systems start failing, we're like, if they fucking privatize the post office, we're fucked. Like we're gonna see, like it's gonna be worse than the Great Depression. I mean, in a lot of ways, it already is for some people. I mean, people are working themselves to death. People are being evicted, and people are sick and dying. I mean, and the Biden Harris campaign is not gonna be the antidote to any of that. They're not even going to be the antidote to getting brown kids out of cages, which is what liberals love to talk about. They're not. Biden, when he was a vice president, contributed to those kids being in cages. So already failing, and the fallout from Vivid is not over. Yeah, they're just they offer nothing. Like the Democrats offer nothing, and then they expect your like absolute loyalty. And as someone who has voted like as a lifelong Democrat, like voted Democrat, not a Democrat, um as someone who has been a Democratic voter since I could vote, I'm fucking sick of this shit. I've been voting Democrat in every fucking election, and I'm fucking pissed. I'm so over this shit. Like, and I do it because it is in a sense harm reduction. But at a certain point, And I'm at this point, and I know a lot of communists and socialists are, and anarchists as well. I'm at a fucking point where I don't want to reward these people for fucking me over, because they fucked us over with Bernie. They fucked us over with Bernie again. And now they're just basically like, well, we fucked you over. Now you don't have any other choice. So I guess you gotta. And it's like, no, 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 no more of this bullshit. I'm not gonna be rewarding the person who is giving me a shitty choice over a shittier choice. And at this point, it's like their policies. It's like, who do you want? The erratic fascist or the more effective fascist? It's like, it's not a choice. It's not a choice. And if people step away from the chessboard because they don't want to make a move because every move is shit, you cannot blame people for that. So I don't blame people for just checking out of the process completely. I really don't. I used to be very like skeptical of people that don't vote and da da da. But it's like, I get it. Like, I mean, I've personally like seen the fallout from like these neoliberal policies. And I mean, everyone who's not a fucking millionaire has. I can't stop doing this. It feels so good. But if you're gonna vote for Biden, just do it. Like don't let anyone vote shame you either way. But like, just know that it's not gonna be like, if Biden wins, it's not gonna be the end of the work we have to do. It's going to be the beginning, all over again, because in some ways Biden's candidacy is going to be way worse. It's going to be way worse, like especially with regards to like police reform, and the COVID stuff is not going to get any better under Biden. There's no like, no, they'll pay a lot of lip service to safety precautions and stuff like that, but what it's going to be is just a more polite dismissal than what is currently happening with like this administration, because they've already said they're still going to send kids back to school. It's like, show me the difference in how Trump is handling this versus how like Biden is going to handle this, because he's been absent. His campaign has been absent in any kind of problem solving for this entire thing. And now he wants people to like vote on that particular issue, and it's like, it's not going to get any better. If you, as the Democratic candidate, want children to go back to school while COVID is still raging, and the Republican candidate is like, yeah, I don't give a shit, send them back to school, the economy, blah 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 blah, what is the choice there? Like, what is the choice? So if you want to vote for Biden, I'm not gonna like give you shit. Everyone has, like, again, people vote based on like harm reduction or lesser of two evils. I just personally don't want to do the lesser of two evils thing anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these rich assholes pretending to be enemies, and then going to all the same fucking parties and country clubs later, and and just laughing in all of our faces. And I just don't want to encourage that anymore. So I am voting down ballot because they're good people down ballot, but I do not give a shit about the presidency. And my lesser evil vote, if I'm going to vote lesser evil, I'm going to vote for Green Party, because Green Party actually does have a, like, Green Party sucks, whatever. But Green Party is also not actively trying to like kill me, and actually supports a lot of stuff that I agree with. They support police reform, they support sex workers' rights, they support the Green New Deal. So that's stuff that's important to me. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I mean, no, I don't give it. I don't know anything about Howie Hawkins. I don't know anything about the Green Party, even though I was a congressional whatever for a Green Party candidate. but um, but yeah, shout out to Mike Gams, by the way, who I worked with in the Green Party and who was roundly denounced by the Green Party. Well, I was like I was his policy advisor on sex work. I was Mike Gams' policy advisor on sex work, and he was running in the New York, in a New York district. I think it was like 28, and I was very very I was not as involved in that campaign as I should have been, but it was also kind of a shitpost campaign. It was basically like, hey, if these crazy anarchists can come in and run on a congressional ticket, You can too. And imagine what you could do if you actually knew what the fuck you were doing, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was like but I was a policy advisor on sex work for my GAMS. That is a thing that I'm putting in my Wikipedia. Thank you very much. Yeah. But it's 7-Eleven right now. Make a wish. Trying to think. I don't think there's some stuff here that I can't answer because I'm not educated enough on it to properly answer it. And I think that's okay to tell yourself, but also to like not, I don't want to like talk shit about something I don't know anything about. Yeah, it's okay to be dumb, but I'm not going to like be dumb with authority, you know? Like I could be dumb about, I can be dumb with authority on things that don't matter, but if someone's asking me like something about politics and I don't know the answer, I think we should normalize not knowing what the fuck we're talking about and shutting the fuck up. I think that's okay. I think that's fine. And I would love to talk about whether or not industrialization is something I agree with, but I'm going to go do some research on that. Yeah, I think like pundits are afraid to be stupid and it's your job to know things. But it's also like there's a lot to know in any like if you ask somebody about any topic, there's just a lot to know. Like history especially, it's like I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know everything about theory and history, but what I will do is say, hey, I'm going to go look it up. I'm going to go like do my due diligence on research and stuff like that, and I'm going to come back with a more informed opinion. But also my opinion doesn't matter. I'm a shit poster. Like if you're listening to my political opinion, like I'm like it's something that I care passionately about and I just don't want to like, you know, whatever. All right. So, does anyone have a question for me cuz I went through all of the questions on my Twitter. Cuz I really didn't have anything planned other than shaving my head. So, now that that's done, got makeup on me. Oh, I was going to show you guys my wigs here. Oh, N64 or PS1? I gotta say N64. I think N64, but that's a total like that's a total like nostalgia answer though, because I just have so many good memories of like when N64 came out. I was like a kid. I was like, I played a lot of video games with my family and stuff. And I just feel like the controllers for N64, I don't think it got any better than those controllers, in my opinion. Like, I never felt comfortable with gaming controllers before or after N64. So it's all about the hand feels, and I like, and I never played like really Xbox games, so maybe like Xbox games are better, but I just remember the PS controllers being kind of weird, and then like anything handheld is kind of just like, how did I get so badass? Because I have a badass mom. How's that? Oh, I was gonna show y'all the wigs that I had. Hang on. So if you're thinking about like cutting your hair, or if you're just thinking about switching up your look, this was like a $50. This is like a $50 wig that I got at the beauty store. And it's synthetic, but it's like I call it my Ariana Grande wig because it is kind of like a nice balayage. And I wear this to work. I dance in this. I just secure it with bobby pins underneath. I don't know how I'm gonna do that now. I did buy like a little like wig tape thing to like secure it so it doesn't fly everywhere. But this $50 wig I've had for like I think over a year now, and it's really really long. And I really need to brush it and probably wash it a little bit more, but it looks really natural. I like kind of just like put it back. There's like wig tape you could use. I haven't really I've never needed to screw around with wig tape as much. because I've never really had like a problem securing them. I do now because I probably have to use some glue and some tape to keep it on my head because there's nothing to like stick the pins on. Let me show you the other one I have. So this is another synthetic one. My camera's all fucked up. I just got her because as I found out in the YouTube beauty community, they call wigs she, her. It's cool, right? Um, but this is a synthetic wig, and I really liked this, and I was not able to try it on the beauty store because they're not doing try-ons, but I just had a good feeling about her. And it looks really like in real life it does look really nice and real. The only thing about synthetics is they get tangled hella easy. So I'm not looking forward to this long ass tangled weave at the end of the day, but I just needed something that was long and dark and that I could put on. And as you can see, like with cheap synthetic wigs, you need to do a lot of plucking because the hairline does not look like a normal hairline. So you end up needing, yeah. So there's actually ways you can make synthetics look less shiny. Some people use like dry shampoo. Some people use like baby powder and just like pat it in. And there's also like I think like mattifying wig sprays. This one actually is not too shiny because it's like a uniform dark brown. So it's not super shiny, and I can't show you really, but this one, I do have to do a lot of plucking on this one. Like I'm not even done plucking on this. I was plucking for like 20 minutes the other day because this right here is the area where it will look like you have just a cartoon like plastic head if you do not pluck it and you do not like make it look like a real hairline. So I do have to do a lot more plucking on this and use wig glue because it like flaps up a little bit. But anyway, actually, let me try to put it on, but I'll show you what I mean. It's not going to stay on my head, but oh, I don't have any hair to mess it up. Hang on. Yeah. So you can see that it's a lot. It's a lot of hair. Yeah, like synthetics. This is why you don't worry about plucking too much with synthetics, especially if they're like on the cheap side, is because there's a lot more hair than you think. Head shave part two. But yeah, like what I do with the cheaper ones is like to hide kind of a fucked up hairline. I'll just tuck a little bit behind the ear. And yeah, like I still want to do a lot of plucking, but for pictures, and for like if you're wearing this with a hat or something, you could really like just wear this every day and it would look decent. It won't look amazing, but like this is for my purposes, for when I have to be super femme, like this will work for me. Yeah. And like I said, there's ways to make this look a lot better. And this wig was like $80. So I didn't break the bank with it. And if you're just trying to switch up your look, like if you really like taking pictures and you just like really like you want to see how your hair is going to look a certain way and you want to just like try on a new look. Bam. All over again. Cool, right? But yeah, I don't think it looks like too bad for a synth. Like I could just tuck it behind my ears because that's the wave, that's the look. Yeah. And so what you really have to look for with synthetic wigs is like just this. I think this is the trickiest part of the hairline right in the front because you're trying to make this look like it falls like a natural hairline. And there's a ton of YouTube videos. Yeah, this is so wigs are tricky, like even synthetic wigs. Even if you're not going to put a bunch of money into it, you don't want to get something that looks like complete trash, but it's good to find out like what your head size is. Oh, hi. What's going on here is I'm showing everyone my wig because I already shaved my head. But here. Hang on. Magic. Two completely different girls. But yeah, so that's the wig that I'm still kind of plucking out, and I will probably post pictures of that on my Patreon. But I am by no means an expert. Who is she? I'm by no means an expert about this stuff. I'm very DIY. I'm very much newly into like wigs and more serious makeup techniques. I'm getting lipstick everywhere too. But yeah, this one was about $80. I think it's about a 20-inch wig, and there's plenty of hair to pluck, and the hairline is kind of wonky, especially on the sides where the sideburns are. I think that's the trickiest part of plucking. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway. Wait, what? Is this better? I hope that's better. I know. I got to figure out my setup. My bad. My setup, my live setup, I've this is a disclaimer. Like I'm not a tech person. I get along. Like I know what I'm doing enough to get along. Enough to get this shit that you see all around you. Enough to get that going, and it took me a long time, and I nerd raged out, and I had to drink afterwards because I was so stressed out because I was like I wanted this stream to go really well. But now that it's gone really well, cheers to y'all. Thank you for making it so good. Now that it's gone super well, I'm just happy to be here, and I'll fuck around with the details later. But you know how hard it was to get this like chat window? Shh, buddy. You'd be amazed. I'm a fucking boomer this month with technology. There's something in the stars. I don't know. What is your opinion on mental health therapy? You mean like cognitive behavioral therapy or just like general talk therapy or because I like therapy. Like I myself do CBT. Like I'm going through cognitive behavioral therapy. And I have for the past I want to say almost 2 years. Yeah, there's a lot of therapies. But like I can say that I mean I don't know, like that's another thing. That's a huge question because I do think therapy is really helpful. I think I think the idea of talking through your problems with uh yeah. I think talking through your problems with a third party is helpful in a lot of ways. Um but I also think that there's different kinds of like ways to do that. Like I think group therapy is really helpful for a lot of people. But again, like some people, I've talked to some people who have been to multiple therapists and they just never feel understood. They never feel like the therapist respects them. They've run into a lot of like misogyny and like homophobia and transphobia and like I yeah it can be a nightmare to find a good therapist just like it's a nightmare to find a good doctor, you know, especially one that's like in your like network or like affordable in your range. CBT is great. I am bad at my homework. Okay. I'm good at it for like a week, which is why I was at one point when I was really struggling, I was like, I gotta go weekly because I need more accountability. So what is MH therapy? Oh, mental health therapy. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Um, oh, thank you, sweetie. Um, yeah, like no. I mean, like a focusing on mental health is great. And if you can find a therapist you like go for it. You know, but like if you're not feeling respected by your therapist, like if you're not feeling like you're being heard or that you're getting anything from it, just stop. Like don't force yourself to be in a situation where you're like
uncomfortable because I had a psychiatrist that made me feel really uncomfortable, and he was very misogynist, and he was just really I felt like he didn't listen to me when I was speaking. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I mean, don't tell your parents if it puts you in danger, but tell your parents if it'll make you feel better. I'm not sure if the trolls found me, but whatever. I'll sit here. I'll talk to y'all. Whatever. Yeah, I said tell your parents if it doesn't put you in danger, dumbass. Whatever. They're just bored and sad and they don't have any friends and that's why they're here. And it's like, y'all, I get it. Quarantine's boring and it's hard, but but yeah, no, I mean if you're on the fence about therapy, like I really do believe like therapy can be immensely helpful for people, but you have to be open to it. Like you can't you it's hard to get value out of something like that if you are like hesitant or if you're non-committal to it. The first time I went through therapy, I was not very committed to it. It was kind of just something I did just to say I was doing it. But when I went back to it months later, I was like, yeah, this is actually really helpful. And I need to actually examine some of these behaviors. And talking to a third person who's not involved with your shit can put a lot of things in perspective for you. So just if you're interested in doing it, go and do it. The worst thing that can happen if you don't like your therapist is that you're starting it all over again. And I know that's a frustrating process, but um there are other opportunities to like get help basically. Thank you. Yeah, don't do it like fucking Tony Soprano, like bullshit. Like don't go into therapy thinking you're gonna be a badass because you know what? Like some people go into therapy thinking that they're like gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna be chill about this, like whatever. And then you're crying, and then you're like, and then you're like that. Then you're like, oh fuck, I really did need this, and it's okay. Like that's the best place to be vulnerable is in that situation because it's like no one's there to judge you. But like yeah, I think we should like work on being vulnerable with our therapists and work on ourselves. And I feel like I'm rambling a little bit because I don't know too much about like why you're asking me this other than I guess you're a student. That's cool. Oh, I don't know about that. Hmm. I don't know about like broadcasting a therapy session. That sounds a little bit too much like reality television to me. And it could be like exploitative. I think these kinds of things, like not everything needs to be broadcasted, like not everything needs to be hashed out publicly. Some things should just be for you and a trusted like professional or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it could be too personal. And the thing is about like the therapy that like I felt like the techniques that I've worked for me is you know the more my therapist knows about me, the more they understand kind of like my triggers and kind of like the things I struggle with and obsess with. And I just don't I think you lose a lot of that context if you're just like doing it over a live stream in one session because like the relationship you build up with a therapist, it is like a cumulative thing. Like it gets better if you find someone that you really like, it gets better and better and better. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that kind of stuff, because it also can be like you don't want to like bring up traumatizing thing, even if